I don't know how to answer that question, to be honest, because I don't know what he does. Like, it's hard for me to explain to people. I don't have a word to. A glorified stretching would be the best way I could explain it, right? Like, yeah, yeah. Again, I never wanted to call off a fight because of injury, and a lot of the injuries are probably I should have called off. My buddy Adam's here to help me. I'm doing this crazy bull ride for charity and ride Dana White's bull. Backstory: Dana White recently bought a bull in the PBR, and I was like, hey, I should try and buck this bull for some reason. But it turns out the bull is the meanest, biggest, baddest bitch in the PBR. So by me calling that out would be equivalent to somebody calling out John Jones to a fight, right? It's insane, like the feat that I'm against. So anyways, I'm all in now. Talking myself into one hell of a ordeal, but in the training and the preparation of getting ready for ride this bull, I have to get on a bunch of bulls. And the groin muscle is something that you pull a lot bull riding. So Adam, I used to work with Adam a lot back in the UFC. Whenever I'd get like a crazy injury that I couldn't, whether it be a solar plexus or a rib out or something that was complicating my training, Dana would always send Adam out to kind of fix me up. And now he's just kind of, when he passes through, stops in, knows I'm riding this bull. So when he's passed through, he's like, hey, how can I help in any way?
I want you to think all the things that are too good to be true, and then I'm gonna quantify that shit. And it's gonna be better than you ever believed.
He's gonna fucking open my hips up and stretch me, and you're gonna have to just watch and see. I don't know what to tell you, but it feels good.
I'm not actually doing something to you. I'm letting your subconscious tell you what you need through me. Kind of like Avatar.
Now, it's not a one-day thing. Sometimes you'd be here 3-4 days, whatever it took to get it. You know, had knees, solar plexus to the point where I couldn't even breathe. My chest, my rib was a lot of crazy things over the years, and it allowed me to get back into training. Right? It wasn't a hey, it's fixed, but I could, instead of being where I couldn't even take pressure on my solar plexus, I could now begin to train and get back into where I needed to go.
Here's what I do. Every person experiences this world differently, but we all, like, we're the same, but we're different, right? Okay, so when I come in and I need to heal somebody, or I'm being brought to the light, if your human experience is a bunch of pillars, okay? Take all the pillars of your, like, of what you are, right? So you have physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, ethereal, okay? And all of those pillars have millions of imbalances that can cause a problem, okay? So I can go in and I can fix each one of those pillars. But those pillars also have to interact with one another. Okay, so now you've quantified this whole thing. It's the umami effect, right? Umami is it's the sauce. It's the mixture. It's the alchemy of it. When I find the problem, I'll teach your body to fix itself.
So right now I'm about to go into a session with Adam. I'm probably at about a 7 in pain with my groin. I pulled it weird this time, all the way up into my hip. So it hurts to walk and bend over. And
so what I always tell people, once I connect to your feet, I can feel your existence. I can feel it. I'm part of you, and I can understand you. And your body will tell me, and it lights up in my brain, and I know where all these little fucking problems are that you didn't even know, and then I fix it.
The weird thing about fighting is, and bull riding, we're like tough-minded people, so you want to just like try and work through the injury the best we can. And my groin, I could barely walk, so I pulled it real bad. But now I was able to not only go get on bowls again, but I didn't pull my groin again, if that makes any crazy. It allowed me to go back and get back into it again. What he does, I don't know. So you guys got to watch and see.
So I fix all of the pillars by themselves. And just like a receiver on a stereo, right? So I crank down the volume, all right? So I've got all the little, everything right where I want it, all the pieces right where I want it. And then I turn down the volume, I connect back to you, and then we crank the volume up together. And then you get your new experience. I understand its rotations, I understand how it interacts with the ground that we walk on, and I understand how it does it in a very intricate way, so that every movements and what it does to each individual person.
Well, Adam's definitely different on the healthcare rehab side, because it's very unconventional, very unorthodox system that he has. I don't know many people that are like Adam, where chiropractors want to like pop you, crack you. That was never Adam's thing. It was never like a, hey, do this and then pay me to come back next week because we're going to need to work on that again. It was always like the shit he does works. And that's why I think maybe there's not a lot of people out of him, because I think the medical side doesn't want people to like actually heal you. That sounds kind of conspiracy to you guys, but I don't know. I believe it, like it actually works. And the chiropractor, I'm not a big chiropractor, like crack my neck. Like he does do that, like it just actually cracks when he's doing shit, but it's not like he's just here, twist you, pop you, give you a back crack and be on his way. So he just does it. Stretches me, manipulates my body, and just because of my groin, which he focuses on, but he works on the whole body because it's one giant skeletal system, right? It's all connected. All the nerves and everything's connected. So it's crazy how he'll work on your feet to fix your shoulder. I just made that up. I don't know if that's real, but it feels like that's the shit he does. And my wrist hurts, so he works on my left quad. I was like, fuck, all right. I don't know how it's all, but like I said, through the years, 15 years now, whenever I'd be seriously injured, Dana would just fly him out here and get him out here for a couple of days, and it would just take care of the problem or help. I shouldn't say next day you wake up and you're 100%, but it definitely better off.